Once upon a time, in a clear blue river, there lived a small, shiny fish. He was no ordinary fish, he was very clever. With shimmering silver scales that caught the light as he swam, he always listened to his elders, stayed alert, and was known for thinking quickly. His bright, intelligent eyes were constantly scanning the river around him, picking up on any changes in the current or signs of danger. The river was wide and clear, with soft rocks and water plants swaying gently with the flow. The riverbed was sandy in some places and muddy in others, and light filtered through the surface, creating beautiful, shifting patterns that danced across the water. The clever fish loved this river and the peaceful life it provided, but he knew to never take it for granted. One bright morning, while swimming near the surface, the clever fish overheard two fishermen talking on the riverbank. The fishermen's voices were low and gruff, their words filled with quiet excitement. "This river is full of fish," said one, his rough hand adjusting the net by his side. "Let's cast our net early tomorrow morning," said the other, eyeing the water. "We'll catch a lot." The little fish's eyes widened with alarm. His heart skipped a beat. Without wasting any time, he quickly swam back to the group of fish he lived with, the ones he called friends. They were lounging lazily in the river, unaware of the danger that lurked nearby. The water around them was calm, with only the occasional ripples from the soft current. The fish were larger than him, with round bodies and muted brown and green scales. They were content, swimming lazily, and none of them seemed alert or concerned. The clever fish darted between the rocks, swimming quickly to warn them. His silver scales shimmered brightly as he spoke. "Fishermen are coming tomorrow," he said, his voice urgent. "We must hide or escape tonight. They'll catch us all if we stay here." The other fish glanced at him and then at each other, chuckling. They were unconcerned. "Why worry now?" one of them said, a large fish with faded green scales. "Let's wait and see, they might not catch us." "Yes, we've been safe for years," another fish said, her body a darker shade of brown, with only faint hints of green. "Nothing ever happens here." The clever fish felt his heart race. He could feel the urgency in his gut, a warning he couldn't ignore. But despite his words, his friends were not convinced. They were too comfortable and too sure that nothing bad would happen. He tried again, but they only laughed at his worries. Knowing there was no time to argue, the clever fish didn't want to take any chances. That night, while the other fish slept peacefully, trusting the river's safety, the clever fish swam away. He passed through a narrow stream that led to a larger lake, a place he had once discovered when exploring the river's hidden corners. He moved swiftly, his small body cutting through the water with ease, leaving the familiar river behind. The moonlight reflected off his shiny silver scales as he swam, and he could hear the soft whisper of the current, urging him forward. In the larger lake, the clever fish found a safe spot among the rocks. The lake was quieter, more isolated, and there was no sign of fishermen. He nestled in the shelter of the rocks, knowing he had made the right choice. The other fish might be safe for now, but he wasn't going to take any chances. The next morning, just as the sun began to rise, the fishermen arrived. They were tall and strong, their nets heavy in their hands. They tossed the nets into the river, their movements practiced and precise. The nets spread wide across the water, pulling in everything in their path. The clever fish, hiding safely in the lake, swam toward the surface, watching from a distance. He could see the other fish caught in the nets, struggling, their scales glinting helplessly in the morning light. He felt a pang of sadness for them, knowing that they hadn't listened. But at the same time, he was grateful for the decision he had made. His instincts had kept him safe, and he would not be like the others who had waited too long to act. As the fishermen pulled their nets, dragging the caught fish toward the riverbank, the clever fish swam deeper into the lake, his heart heavy with regret for his friends. He hoped they would learn from this, that they would listen next time, but for now, he could only watch from afar. Moral of the story: always listen to wise advice and think ahead. Clever thinking and trusting your instincts can save your life. In times of danger, it's important to take action, even if others are too comfortable to notice the threat.